Hello and welcome to Clever News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Florence Joshua. Welcome. The Lagos State High Court sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square has sentenced Andrew NANS, a driver of Lagos Bus Rapid Transit (BRT), to death by hanging for killing Bamishe Ayawola, a 22-year-old fashion designer, in judgment that lasted over 2.5 hours. Justice Arifat held the prosecution the Lagos State government successfully proved beyond reasonable doubt that the defendants committed the offense. A controversy surrounding bribery allegation against Sheikh Tinubu, a son of Nigeria's president and the National Association of Nigerian Students (NANS) president, has continued to generate reactions from Nigerians. The newly elected NANS president, Atiku Abubakar Isa, had claimed in a viral video that Sheikh Tinubu's son of President Bola Tinubu attempted to bribe him with a sum of 100 million naira to influence his ambition. Isa's refusal to accept the bribe consequently led to the physical assault during his inauguration ceremony held at the Wells Carlton Hotel in Abuja. Clearview's correspondent brings you detail of the event.
Sheikh Tinubu's son of Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has recently been involved in several controversies, including allegations of orchestrating the abduction and assault of Atiku Abubakar Isa, president of the National Association of Nigerian Students (NANS), for refusing to collect a 100 million naira bribe he was offered. However, Sheikh Tinubu has firmly denied the allegations, labeling them entirely baseless and defamatory. He also threatened potential legal action if the defamation continues. Atiku Abubakar narrates the incident in a now viral video.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Sheikh. I met with Sheikh and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NANS president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Sheikh told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word Ladoja used. It is Ladoja that is telling me this. That he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, that he will go.
The dispute raises concern about potential political interference in the student leadership. Nigerians react.
These are images to show that, yes, indeed, the NANS president was attacked. Because, as you can see on the picture, you will see that his back, see injuries on the back, as if he was flogged, injuries on his face. I guess he took these pictures after he was released. So, it is an establishment that, indeed, this guy was attacked. Now, let's come to the names and position that was mentioned in this video before we go further. So this will be our key witnesses. So in case when the case don't start, these are the people we should look out for. The first name or the first position that was mentioned is Minister for Youth. He said when he went there, the first person, he met the Minister of Youth and he was hugged. It was at that point that he was offered or about to be offered 100 million naira. It was about to be offered 100 million naira. By who? We don't know yet. Do you understand? 100 million naira. What is the 100 million naira for? That he should support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But he declined. That President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime is suffering a lot of people and he cannot support them. Now, I want you all to understand that the NANS president holds a very powerful position in Nigeria. As the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, controlling over 40 million aluta. Just understand that it's very powerful. So that position is in. is very powerful and is the delicate position. And for election to go the way they would want, they might need to secure him as well. So he's in a very important position. Now, the first name was the Minister of Youth. And then the second position that was mentioned is the MD of NTA. He said that when he refused, that he was kidnapped. And they took him straight after he was tortured, brutalized. They took him to NTA to make a publication that is renouncing the position as the NANS president, right? So another position is the MD of NTA. Then a name was mentioned. This name is Ladoja. Now, everything this guy said in this video is alleged. Alleged by who? The key person is Ladoja. If you go back to the video, he was saying Ladoja then said that Sheyi Tinubu said that they should buy him, and if they buy him, he will tell the IG of police to clean it up, in a nutshell. So Ladoja is the main person telling the NANS president all of this. Who is Ladoja? I don't know. The only Ladoja I know is the 80-year-old Ladoja that was a governor years ago. Now, let's move. Ladoja. Another person, another position that was mentioned is the SSA to the President of Student Affairs. The SSA to the President of Student Affairs currently has his naked videos on his phone. After they brutalized him, they recorded him naked. I guess to blackmail him that if you don't do what we want, we'll post your naked video online. Another person again, another position that was mentioned is the SA to the Minister of Defense. That one also has the video on his phone. Do you understand? So right now, this is a very, very strong allegation, and these are the names of the people involved.
The organization is already losing the purpose of its creation. And if care is not taken with the involvement of the president's son for the past 1 year, he has done everything to make sure that the organization is porous. What he stands to gain, I don't know. What he wants to achieve, I don't know. But the question I want the general public to ask him is, what is its interest in NANS?
Atiku's allegations and Sheyi Tinubu's denial have sparked a heated debate, with the situation remaining fluid with potential legal implications looming. The NANS presidency opera highlights the challenges facing student leadership and the need for transparency and accountability.
Meanwhile, the Alaafin of Oba Abimbola Akim Uwade has addressed the controversy surrounding the viral video showing him seated while greeting the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye III, at a recent public event. The footage, which emerged from an event hosted by Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu in Ibadan, has continued to generate reactions from social media users. The video captured the moment the Oni arrived, prompting other monarchs to rise and exchange greetings while the Alaafin remained seated. Responding to the development through a statement issued by his personal assistant, Kolade Oladele, the Alaafin dismissed the reactions trailing the incident as a deliberate attempt by bloggers and online commentators to sow discord between Yoruba traditional rulers. He described the controversy as a distraction from more pressing issues affecting the region, including insecurity, economic hardship, and youth development. Reactions have continued to trail a viral video where some women of Rivers State staged a walkout at an event organized by state government for the presentation of empowerment items to 500 women in the state. The event turned chaotic when the wife of the sole administrator, Ms. Teresa Ibas, was invited to speak on behalf of the First Lady. The incident created a scene at the venue, drawing attention from security personnel and officials present. Their action is believed to be connected to the ongoing political tension in the state. The women, many dressed in uniform attire, marched out of the hall, continuing their chant in defiance.
Great women rivers, beautifully created, wonderfully made by God, loving, blessed, hardworking. I greet you all.
They told us that the amiable governor of Rivers State, Alaafin of Ogbomoso, wife is hosting the women in the EUA event center, only for us to come here and see one woman being who I don't know, a wife the addresser. What right do they have to address us? They don't have any right. We want who we want. Either this or this, but she cannot address me. That is why we left the hall.
A witness of the federal government has admitted at the Federal High Court in Abuja this Friday that no weapon of terrorism or violence was recovered from the Biafran nation agitator Nnamdi Kanu during his arrest on October 15, 2015 in Lagos. In a cross-examination conducted by Kanu's lawyer, Kanu Agabi, SAN, the witness said all the items were personal properties of the Biafran nation agitator. He said the recovered items may not be ordinarily offensive, but the intention of the defendants may be something else. Answering a question, the DSS operative admitted analyzing the cell phone of the defendants, but stated that the report of the analysis was not made available to court because it was immaterial. He further explained that he did not bring anybody before Kanu to confront him on any issue of terrorism. The trial of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who dramatically fell from grace following his incarceration on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, is set to begin on Monday in New York. Combs, 55, has been awaiting his day in court since last year on accusation of leading a crime ring that prosecutors say coerced victims into drug-fueled sex parties using threats and violence. However, Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges, insisting that any sex acts were consensual. At a recent hearing, his attorney, Mark, offered a preview of his team's defense by describing the artist's free-wheeling swinger lifestyle. The prosecution said in court that had offered Combs a plea deal. However, the specifics were not disclosed, but that he had rejected it. If convicted, the one-time rap producer and global superstar, who is often credited for his role in ushering hip-hop into the mainstream, could spend the rest of his life in prison. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happening around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Florence Joshua. Bye for now.